And today we are going to talk about our main product that is decentralized on-chain bank. And to begin with, let me introduce myself in case you do not know me. And if it is your first time, my name is Maxim Sakharov, and I am the group CEO. I mean, the CEO of the group of companies of WeFi, and I'm also the co-founder of the WeFi company. Very briefly about myself, about 8 years ago, I first stumbled across blockchain technology, and back at the time, I've had a real estate agency. I would say it was like upscale real estate agency. We would sell it in the countries of Asia. We would sell villas, penthouses, and even the whole buildings, for that matter. And back at the time, our company was quite big, with an annual turnover of over $100 million. And at the time when I first met, well, first introduced to the blockchain technology, I could see, those advantages and opportunities which this technology can bring to the world. And my next step was partnership with the largest venture fund, 500 startups at the time. It was the largest venture foundation based in Silicon Valley. And in partnership with this fund, we were building the first ever platform for buying primary real estate and paying with crypto for real estate. We were able to find a market fit, and the builders in Asia really wanted to get their hands on this information. But we had to deal with one big situation, namely banks at the time were absolutely not compliant and not willing to work with any cryptocurrencies. And then, launching a next product for B2B, it was like a payment product. And this product, we were able to scale up quite successfully. Now it's been working under a different brand for a while. And we also had to deal with, problems or issues related to banking payments and services and also cryptocurrencies. Like cryptocurrencies were not accepted until the last couple of years, and and at this stage of our development, one big hindrance, one big stumbling block, it still is. But back in the day when the cryptocurrencies were only gaining footing, it was a big issue and a problem. And I remember that about a year and a half ago, maybe a bit more, maybe a couple of years ago, me and my partners were sitting and talking, and somebody said it very interestingly that all of us, if we all have in our businesses related to crypto, we all have some banking problems, one way or another. I mean, banks are not friendly to crypto, meaning that we have to build our own bank. And this is, I think, the starting point in kind of shaping up the Wi-Fi idea. So today, I'm going to give you details about the first ever global decentralized on-chain bank. We've accepted this challenge. It was a real challenge to build the first ever DO bank. And I believe that you know many neobanks. And this is like evolution of sorts. I mean, the second banking evolution. And now we're launching the third banking revolution. And Web 3.0 is, of course, the evolution of internet, and the neobank is the third iteration or evolution of online banks and the banking system as a whole. Yeah. I also want to note right here that we are a fully legal entity, And we pay high respect to the international legislation. We have the whole legal department in charge of making sure that we are staying compliant as much as we can to all the international regulators in all the countries we are represented. And so I also want to tell you that this information in this presentation of mine is not a financial advice, and we encourage you to conduct your own research. Well, now, the first ever world's decentralized on-chain bank. As a matter of fact, if we will take a look at the development of any industry in the last 20 to 30 years, we can see mind-boggling, simply incredible development and using the technologies in developing the data industry. I myself am very inspired. I live in Dubai, and I'm so excited at seeing of how the Dubai's government is doing and what kind of innovation they bring into our lives. And I'm absolutely serious about that. That now, for example, in Dubai, they are testing flying taxis which are going to be delivering. You know, you just call up a taxi using your app, like Uber-like app, and it's going to take you. It's simply incredible, like a mind-boggling. And the whole logistics of like transportation, autonomous driving, AI in IT technologies, when a huge number of all the tasks we are doing day to day, like we're using ChatGPT and other neural networks because you and I are living in simply amazing and incredible time. And this list could be endless because in each and every industry in the last decades, we've seen a huge jump, a huge evolution in terms of using technologies. And only in one field, in one area, we haven't seen much of a revolution yet. I mean the banking industry. I mean legacy finances and banking industries, they are very conservative by nature. Conservative format, so to say, of doing business. And all in all, launching neobanks, which has happened a couple of years ago, it has created like a certain hype around it. But as a matter of fact, a neobank is simply the so-called app. It's a front of an application where you get like a very nice interface and you're being told all the same stuff. I mean, very outdated format of legacy traditional financing or banking. Just imagine a road or a highway. You have a highway. It's kind of old highway, and you can see cars driving along this highway. And a neobank is a modern, like a bus stop along this highway. And again, just imagine that you are standing at this bus stop in a highway. There is some air conditioning in this bus stop and things like that. The bus stop is just great and cool. But now the bus pulls up to your bus stop on this like very old road, and you need to get on this bus and to be going on this road. Regardless of where you are going to be driving along the very old and outdated and probably bumpy road. So given this analogy, I'm trying to give you an example of what a decentralized on-chain bank is. It's basically like a bus stop in my example, but which stand not on an old and dirty and bumpy road, but standing on a very modern and cool road. And having been in this bus station, whenever a bus pulls up, you are riding on a very new and smooth and cool road. And this is a fundamental change uh, of a deal bank from other banks, and this is the core of its innovation. Yes, right now at the moment we are building a hybrid so to speak, because we are seeing that there are lots of people, they are coming from the Web 2.0 world, and for them this new road is not making sense at first. So we are providing them with an opportunity by being in this bus stop or station to ride on any road, on any roads at this stage, so that it would not be a problem, it would not be a hassle for them. They can be using conventional finances, they can be also using blockchain. I mean, if we are moving onto the proper explanation of the high-tech deal bank, we are building at this point in time a hybrid model where you can have both custodial solutions and also non-custodial solutions. I mean, centralized solution which banks are used to, but at the same time, it's very integrated with cryptocurrencies, and also we have a non-custodial decision, and each user will have a choice which of these two solutions to use. And of course, in the future, our vision is that we would like to switch to a fully decentralized platform, because decentralization is the future. And all the strongest minds of our planet have agreed to that and have confirmed that this is in fact so, and this is the right way to go, right way to evolve for us as humanity. And now let's talk about the functions. But first, I would like to tell you that we have a huge mission, and it's very important to understand that whenever we build a company, each of our decision, you can see it and you can perceive it through the prism of our mission. Our mission is what is driving us every day. So right now, 1.4 billion people on the planet, they do not have any access to banking services. I mean, they're unbanked completely. 1.4 billion people. And a huge number of people, they have very limited access to banking services. And of course, very limited functionality. What do I mean by having access to the banking system? This is access to a digital economy. And in the modern world today, if you do not have access to the digital economy, you basically are deprived of getting any wealth in your hands. You cannot build your wealth. Well, probably previously it was possible by using cash or different cash equivalents, and now this is nearly impossible. So those people who do not have any access to the digital economy, they simply are disconnected from this very opportunity to have financial independence, to build their own wealth. And our mission, the mission of WeFi, is to make sure that finances are accessible and affordable. Wealth should be unalienable human right and not just a privilege for the chosen ones. Irrespectively of where you were born, what kind of bank account you have, it should be a human right. A human right which people may use or may not use, it's up to them. But again, the accessibility is their human right. They should have it. They should have it as just one of the basic human rights. We believe so. We're moving on to the very first and very important function is making money. Making money using decentralized DeFi networks. For many of you, I've heard that you've heard the word DeFi or decentralized finances before. So DeFi is cool, it's very profitable, but at the same time a little bit too complex or complicated. And I would say that this is possibly the most reliable place in crypto field where you can make your passive income. And this passive income would be way higher than any passive income from real estate or you name it. But at the same time, it carries the same level of risk as, for example, a real estate. I mean, the very low risk. But to be able to understand how DeFi works, all the in and outs, and how to do it, and how to make money in DeFi, how not to lose your money. This is exactly quite a long way, to get your onboarding, to get your understanding how things work in DeFi. And since we know that learning is actually hard, you have to be doing this like never-ending learning, kind of lifelong learning. But our mission, as I've mentioned before, is to give you finances, to give you access to finances. And also, we would like to take those a bit complicated DeFi processes and to bring it into mass market, to make them available, and to provide it in a very simple language. So right now in my presentation, I've set a goal for myself to speak as simple as possible, as understandable as possible, not to use a Web 3.0 language, because we are, as crypto people, we can use our lingo, crypto lingo, but I am also training myself and learning of how to communicate in very simple language and to be able to talk about these complicated processes. So the function number one is earn. That is making money, where every person, even if you're a layperson, you do not know how the very complicated DeFi processes work, you will be able to get your passive income. Now, for your stable coin, you simply stake in or you keep your stable coin and get your revenues. At the same time, you can make money using decentralized mining. I'm going to give you more details as we go. And also, we have some revenue strategies for WeFi. At the stage number one, we are launching these three lines of our strategy in our DO Bank, in DeFi DO Bank. But later on, these strategies are going to be expanded, of course. So it's number one. Every day you are making money. You make money, and this is why the banks have been established in the first place, for you to be able to get some passive income for your deposit. Next, next, now the cryptocurrencies itself are very popular, and many people are hearing about crypto and they would like to buy their first crypto. What do? They go to different professional Bybit exchanges and other exchanges. Yes, they are great per se, but the functionality at those exchanges is quite complicated, and all these order books and all these delayed or postponed orders and things like that, like limits. All of this it's pretty complicated. It's pretty difficult for Web 2.0 people who are just being introduced to cryptocurrencies field. So people make huge mistakes, people lose money, people get disappointed in crypto. We would like to make it simple. In our DO Bank, basically you can buy the most popular cryptocurrencies just in 2 clicks. Seamlessly, no problems, no pain, and using you can do the bank transfer if you wish to do so. You can pay with your banking cards or using different alternative payment methods like your e-wallets. In some countries, they are very, very widespread. So this is the function of being able to buy crypto using your fiat or legacy currency. Another very important function is spending your own crypto in the fiat world. And now, anybody who would like to say that, hey, to make a challenge to crypto, and people say, can I, for example, using my crypto, and can I buy, I don't know, pay for my lunch, for example? And people are right, because today it's a huge challenge and a big problem that you sometimes cannot use your own crypto. Of course, not using like third parties or different exchanges and get your cash. Yes, you can do it, but it's still complicated. We want to simplify it a lot, and we want to give you opportunity to spend your own crypto assets directly using our Visa card. We are the partner of Visa card, and we are so proud of that. And we'll be able to provide you a very interesting product which is going to be evolving and getting better. I'm not going to dive into that and tell about evolution of our card. But now we're launching Visa card, and I believe that this is the best offer on the market. It took us a long time to build the financial model and get it ready, and now we are providing very competitive card, Visa card. We're taking a huge pride in it because it's very easy, convenient, and we're using it ourselves. And of course, POS and ATMs. Crypto ATMs, this is a part of our physical infrastructure. It's like a bridge from the fiat world into digital bank of ours. I mean, decentralized on-chain bank. First of all, I would like to say that since the moment when this idea of WeFi was born, we were very proactive and we were busy with two things. Number one, building IT foundation. That is a technological platform. And secondly, building the strongest team possible. Because we are launching a new narrative. Nobody has ever done anything like that before. So we need very extensive experience in our team. So I believe that right now we have put together, if not the strongest, but one of the strongest teams in the industry. And what's the most interesting, this team is basically standing at the crossroads of different industries. And if we'll take a look at historic data, the most successful companies are such who have their team representing different industries and different fields and expertise and building their own narrative and possibly the whole new industry. And this is why at this slide you can see the core team. You can see me in the upper left corner, Maxim Sakharov. I am the group CEO and co-founder of WeFi group of companies and also a member of the board. And the ex-CEO of XFlow, XFlow, it was a company for on-ramp and off-ramp payments. Next is Reeve Collins, as you can see on the slide, the person who does not need any introduction. If you've ever had a deal with cryptocurrency, you absolutely had to deal with his coin that he created. He is the founder and builder of USDT Tether or USDT. USDT today is a number 3 after Bitcoin and Ethereum. USDT is a crypto coin number 3. So Reeve Collins is actually the co-founder of WeFi and member of the board thereof. And also he is bringing his own like a huge experience in building the whole WeFi. Next one is Roman Rosov. Roman is a guru of fintech. And right now, such a huge company as TransferWise previously and now called Wise. Wise is the company which is now worth more than $15 billion. And the shares of this company are being traded on IPO. They've had their IPO and they're quoted on the stock exchange. And Roman Rosov was the main product director in TransferWise for the first 6 years of that company. I mean, from the very beginning of a startup until the multi-billion company. So he has very, very extensive fintech experience. Next team member is Yusuf Mirakhmedov, the one who was managing huge companies. He has a great experience in building, I would say, classic, huge corporate structures. And right now he's the head of WeFi business, and he's also the co-founder. And here in Dubai, we have been launching B2B line of business, and very soon, our first ever payment terminals, you'll be able to see them in different restaurants in Dubai. And this is the first ever market where we would like to deploy it and build the so-called like a window shop showcase, and then to go to different markets. Agne Linde, Linke. She was the one who was building Binance in Lithuania, and she was the ex-director of Binance in Lithuania. She has a huge experience in crypto industry and also in fintech. Alice Stock. She's our operational director, previously in Change Invest, and she has also very extensive experience in fintech and operational activity. Loic Clevu, he's our chief marketing officer. Probably you've heard about such a huge company as Singularity Net. And Loic was the one working in there as a chief marketing officer, and right now he's also been working as a chief marketing officer with WeFi. Satya Partha, the person who has all these, or should I say, the person who has made all this design, I would say, cool design, which you can see on the slides right now. And we are getting lots of feedback that it's a quite good representation on financial markets, that we stand out, that we are making an impression of innovation and something fresh and something new. And of course, design is also the part of it. And Joachim von Schanz, he is the one who is responsible for technologies, and he is a huge professional in technologies, and he is the one who previously worked as a CTO officer at big companies. One of them was Mesh. Well, we're moving on. I could tell you much more about the team, but we have to move on because time is ticking. And right here with this slide, I will try to be very short in terms of presenting, giving you the information. Well, this is only part of our partners. As you can see, Visa, we're so proud to be partners of Visa. Also at the visa.com, you can see among the list of partners, you can find our website, and you can find wefi.co, which is our web domain, and this is actually a very important sign of confirmation and verification of us as Visa partners and in financial world. And also I will say a couple of words about Fireblocks on the bottom right. The Fireblocks is a giant company in crypto industry and generally in financial industries as well. This is the one who has been serving like a tier 1 company such as Bybit and Binance and Coinbase and you name it. I mean, tier 1 would be like a higher league, upper league of cryptocurrency, and we're so proud to be their partners. And Fireblocks provides us with, in addition to Ledger, in addition to servicing on financial part, Fireblocks is also providing us insurance of all our products, which we have in the DO Bank. That is, each dollar in DO Bank is insured with Fireblocks. And this is very important thing that we have to understand. Moving on, this is the legal situation. This is only a part of our licenses that we have. As you can see on the slide, we have a financial license in Canada. We have a financial license in the Czech Republic, and also we have financial license now in the United Arab Emirates. And this is and we're very proud of that. And also we have 3 licensees in IT, in the UAE, St. Vincent and Grenadines, and in Nevis. And also we have 2 holding companies in Hong Kong. As I said before, we have the whole legal department, which has been very proactive to make sure that we are as compliant as possible all over the world, and we are strictly compliant with national legislations and always adhering to national legislation of each and every country where we are represented. Now, a couple of words about WeFi ecosystem. As I've mentioned before, the main product of ours is the DO Bank itself. The DO Bank, which has basically all those services represented in conventional or legacy banking. But at the same time, these services are deeply integrated with blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And also, what helps our bank to exist. These are the products, you can see them on the right side of your slide. These are the products making our bank viable and also helping us to do all the transactions that we have to do. Now, today we are going to talk about I would say like 5 pillars or products, namely ITO, as you can see, which stands for Initial Technology Offering. Initial Technology Offering. Secondly, the bank itself, then B2B, business to business. This would be the hardware component. I mean, the hardware stations or ATM machines or physical infrastructure, which is helping the bank to communicate with a legacy fiat world. Next pillar is energy, which is basically like a loyalty program aimed at popularizing and developing our whole ecosystem. But most importantly, energy gives you a huge advantage for our main asset, namely WeFi coins. I'm going to give you more details about that. And also WeChain on the right, these are blockchain layer 1. WeChain is the foundation, so to say, for all of our transactions and also for the development of different other businesses which are going to be built on top or within the orbit of WeFi, as well as many other fintech applications which could be found in DeoBank. Now, let's begin with the ITO, algorithmic node ITO. Actually, this is also our innovation, should I say. And what is important here is to mention that the biggest part of features that you can see in WeFi mining, they have been borrowed from Bitcoin mining features. I mean, ITO is basically, you could say that this is a computing power enabling us to distribute, to mine WeFi tokens. And since we believe that fair distribution of Bitcoin, I would say, is the best and the most right example of how a coin should be distributed globally. And this is why we have built a list of parameters. And this list of parameters algorithmically are being integrated into our ITO nodes. I mean, I'll try to simplify it and use a very simple language to explain to you that when Bitcoin was first launched, Bitcoin did not exist at the market. The very first Bitcoin was mined. And so this is the main feature of being fair with this whole algorithm, because every person could mine their own Bitcoin because it was very simply to do, and at the same time each and every person could mine using their home computer, could mine Bitcoin. Of course, now Bitcoin complexity has grown up significantly, and now this is also one of the main features. I mean, to be able to the part of Bitcoin mining, you always have to update, like every year you have to update your hardware just to be able to keep up, to build complexity, to build capacity of your hardware, to be able to win blocks in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin evolves. In WeFi, all these factors are very, very similar to Bitcoin. These are the same factors which are being used in Bitcoin today. I mean, WeFi began to be mined with a 0 block, and first ever WeFi coin was mined. Now we do not have anything like airdrops or commanding pools or like pre-sales. No venture funds, which later on are being the first one who are dumping a new coin. We do not have it in Wi-Fi. This is like a super innovative model of fair token distribution. Why am I speaking that this is innovative model? Because Bitcoin is using proof of work, as you know. Proof of work is quite outdated model, but at the same time, it's going to continue and we give it its due. Proof of stake is like the father of the cryptocurrency, the first ever cryptocurrency, which is using, I would say, legacy methodology, and this is its soft spots possibly. We've taken all the best properties in Bitcoin distribution, and we decided to do, I would say, a very ecological and very economical way of mining and distributing the Wi-Fi tokens using algorithmic nodes or mode. Well, to simplify it, any user today can buy their own node. You can activate your node in mining and you can make profits every day. This can be done in the DO Bank. Whenever we launch DO Bank, you'll be able to do it right within the DO Bank. And we've tried to simplify this whole interface as much as possible and to make it very clear for the Web2 people. Because in our mining, we have a lot of DeFi mechanism and DeFi terminology, but we decided to put them aside, so to say, and we've built as comprehensible as possible and friendly interface for everyday user, so every user can join to this strategy, I mean the earn strategy, and to build your own Wi-Fi, and of course to get your Wi-Fi by mining it. And daily profit will depend mostly on the three factors. There are many other factors, but these are the three main factors. Number one, size of your node, amount of Wi-Fi tokens mined daily, and number three, average Wi-Fi daily price. And this would be basically how your profits is going to be built using this strategy. Now, let's talk tokenomics. 1 billion tokens. 1 billion tokens which will be mined within 8 years. 8 years. It's a very small amount of tokens which are going to be mined in 8 years. I would say this is quite a long period of time. So there'll be a huge demand which will be built for Wi-Fi tokens, because all in all there'll be only 1 billion Wi-Fi tokens. And by building its utility or using it within the DO Bank, these Wi-Fi coins is going to be the only token in our ecosystem, the only one. And even today, it's being integrated in the huge number of transactions, into huge number of products. And Wi-Fi tokens, there's a very strong utility. So we have a vision. We are seeing a huge growth in the worth of Wi-Fi, because it will be a limited supply of tokens on the market, and the huge number of it will be simply integrated into the system. It will not be in free circulation. And when there is a deficit of supply of a coin, it will be the strongest guarantee of our tokens growth in price. Now, Wi-Fi utility. Wi-Fi utility. Number one, and the main thing, that using Wi-Fi, you'll be able to buy whatever, whenever, and Wi-Fi, of course, using Wi-Fi to buy something is going to be a very important aspect and part. You can buy our internal products using Wi-Fi. You, of course, will be able to use Wi-Fi buying any external products. Whenever we do partnerships or integrations, we'll be able to open up opportunity to buy any merchandise, anything using your Wi-Fi. And also, you will be able to using Wi-Fi getting loans. For example, you'll be able to use Wi-Fi as collateral, as your backup or collateral, and getting your USDT and take loans worth of USDT for your credit card and be able to spend it if you do not want to spend your own Wi-Fi. I understand why most of our community, they do not want to spend Wi-Fi, they want to keep it because the price growth is very, very obvious. And number three, thanks to Wi-Fi, you'll be part of our loyalty program and get different discounts and bonuses and what have you. The loyalty program is an innovative development which we have done. You cannot find anything like that on the market yet, and we are deeply in our market, and you cannot find a similar idea or other loyalty program like that. You can have it in different like interpretations, but in this format you cannot find it on the market elsewhere. We've taken the best out of loyalty programs from the Web 2.0 world, and we also have taken the best from the decentralized world, and we combine these two into our own loyalty program, enabling our WeFi token to grow in price like very, very strongly. And also another important utilities or ways of using WeFi tokens. It'll be an opportunity or even a need to pay your commissions, to pay your fees, transaction fees within the WeChain network. Once we launch WeChain, one of the most important utility will be paying for your transfer fees. And as we put down at the bottom, you can read it. WFI or WeFi token is a new Bitcoin. And those who are in crypto, they knew the word HODL, so HODL. Well, now I'm going to give you like very brief info about our goals, and then we'll move on to the product itself. Again, $10 billion is market cap. This is the goal number one. Right now on the market, you can see about 20 companies. 20 companies who have market cap above 10 billion. And a couple of months ago, there used to be only 10 and now 20 companies. And this number is growing because the whole crypto market is being filled with liquidity. New liquidity is coming onto the crypto market. And in 5 years, in 3 years, the whole crypto market is going to grow like in a big way. And we can project that one more zero will be added to the whole market. So it is not like 20, but 200 companies will have market capitalization above $10 billion. So our goal target is to be among these top 100 companies. We're going to make it, and like who is going to provide these 100 top 100 or 10 billion of USD market cap? It'll give us the price like a minimum $10 per a token. Now just imagine now you're seeing in your portfolios that WeFi that you have mined and the one that is continue to be in mind, and just imagine that this WeFi will be like $10. This is what we want to do. This is our goal. But again, we have to understand that this information is not a financial advice. Please keep in mind that you have to do your own research, you have to do your own analysis, and to make your own decisions. Well, now, decentralized algorithmic computing power. Right now, we are decentralized in more than 40 countries, and our algorithmic mining is like super protected from any external collapses. These servers, which are based in many cities, they are our own proprietary services. We do not build the server parts. We actually rent servers because this is a very hard business, difficult business, and we trust those people in companies who know how to manage their own servers. But since we are decentralized and we are spread all over the world, even the fact that those servers are not owned by us, but we are nevertheless are very, very protected. This is the power of decentralization. Moving on, DeoBank. The very first functions which will be launched in the DeoBank would be crypto card, cross-border transactions, and bank transfers and on-ramps. And also, like I said before, I've been able to make money by stable coins. This is a revenue much higher than keeping real estate or any other strategies, which would be similar in terms of their risk level. The risk level is minimum, and with this kind of good remunerations up to 18% APR, it's very hard to be able to find any other real estate place which would give you 18% per year. That's for sure. Next will be P2P platform. P2P platform, which enable you to exchange within our ecosystem with different crypto assets, and also our loyalty program. Right now, I'm going to give you a quick update about each of these products, which are being launched in the DO Bank. And right now, we are building the schedule of our presentations. And for each of the products, we're going to give you deeper or better presentations. At the moment, we are building the whole schedule of what's going to be going, and very soon we're going to announce specific times and specific days where on a regular basis we will train you throughout our whole ecosystem. And number one, it's very important that in each local markets we would have access, we would provide our clients with access to the DO Bank using their own local habitual methods. So right now we've been very proactive to be able to provide you a wide range of the local payment system and methods, which will help you to be a part of the DO Bank. Right now I'm going to stop and I'm going to give you a deeper dive, and because as a matter of fact, all of our team were super proud of our card, crypto card, because we're able to balance very important things, and to understand. We've done a very deep research, and we've realized what is the problem with all existing cards on the market today, and we're able to do away with these problems. Right now, with our Visa card, we are representing over 140 million merchants worldwide. Our fee is 1.5%, which is the lowest fee in the world for the biggest players of this market. And you can also do withdrawals of cash from the ATMs. And this is a virtual card, because we believe that regular physical cards, like plastic cards, they are the thing of the past. They're outgoing, and virtual cards are the main tool which now being used by everyone in payments. A huge amount of people, most of the people I would say, are using Google Pay, Apple Pay to make their payments. But it's also important to understand, like I said before, that in the near future we're going to announce our unique product, and this is going to be a physical product, and this product will include a physical card, bank card. It's not only a physical bank card, it's also going to be our innovation. We are keeping it in secret just yet. We're trying to get a patent for it, and very soon we're going to make it public. But right now, I'm not going to give you more details about that. So we have to understand that just a regular physical card is not cool, is not sexy, is not ecological anymore. For payments, the best is to use your virtual card, which is integrated with Apple Pay and Google Pay. And also our offer is available after we launch on iOS and Android in Telegram for your convenient use. I would say the most important part, especially in this very unstable crypto market, where we have hacking attacks and jailbreaks, and even the big exchanges are being compromised. Safety and security are the most important, and we are 100% secured because we are insured. We are insured from the biggest player on the market, Fireblocks, like I said before. And again, or we can sleep at night calmly, and our clients also. And this is very important because we provide with our cards ultra high limits. I'm going to give you more details. And you can do instant payments and online payments with AliExpress, with Wolt, Uber, I mean all online payments. Moving on, the lowest fees in crypto. I'm not saying the lowest. Even here in Dubai, they're like, the highest tower, the highest everything, the lowest this or that. I will tell you that I will tell you that we have the lowest fees in the world. You can see it, Bybit, Wirex, Coinbase, and Crypto.com. You can see their fees. And as of today, Bybit would provide the lowest fees, like 1.89%. And WeFi, Deobank, provides you with 1.5% per transaction. So which is the lowest? The lowest fee level and the best offer in the world. Okay, now crypto card. On this slide, you can see, I just want to give you like very short update. This is the whole pricing policy. We are going to have a separate seminar, so we're going to give you more details about each product. But right now, you can see that we have spending fee with energy. I mean, when I say with energy, that you are the loyal member of our community, then for you it's going to be 1.5% spending fee. You use energy for operating within our ecosystem. For those who are not like internal member of our community, for them the fee will be 3%. It will be a standard interest or fee for crypto cards globally. For transaction fee, we charge 0% transaction fee if you are the member or if you are part of the loyalty program, and 1% for external with no energy. For withdrawal, I mean withdrawing your cash using ATMs, banking ATMs machines, the fee will be 2.5% with energy and 5% no energy. So limits are very high. The standard limits, basic limits per transaction will be $25,000 per one transaction, $25,000. I would say this is very, very generous limit that we provide because in our community, in the crypto community, we have a lot of wealthy individuals. They need this type of transactions. We are aware of that, and this is why we're expanding. We're expanding that and working on the side of EML, compliance procedures, anti-money laundering procedures, AML, to prevent money laundering. So we're taking this as our responsibility, and we provide our clients with very high transaction limits and very low commissions or fees. Per month limit category is $50,000 and per year $350,000. But what is important to note that also for those who are part of our loyalty program, which is energy, you can boost your transaction up to $350,000. So even up to buying a car, you'll be able to buy your car using our card. You have USDT, you came to a dealership, for example, and just a one tap or one click, you can pay for your new vehicle, your new car. You don't have to split up transactions as they do before with different cards. You don't have to split it, you don't have to wait for different approval. No, using your USDT or your Visa card, you can pay and do this huge transaction. This is freedom, and this is Deobank. This is decentralization of legacy finances. Now, let's talk about earning. It's also a very cool tool and opportunity. If you keep your crypto assets, then the best place to do that is to store them in the Deobank, because Deobank, number one, provides you full insurance of your assets. And this insurance, again, I will say, it is not just like insurance for the sake of insurance. It's insurance by Fireblocks. I mean, the biggest company providing these kind of services to the biggest players on the market. And simply having or keeping your USDT on your balance in DealBank on your account, it's going to be like a savings account. It'll be accessible at any time, in any point of time. You'll be able to spend it using your card. No blocks, no freezing like on different platforms. There'll be no fees, no commissions. You simply stake or keep your USDT and get up to 18 APR in stable coins in the maximum protected environment, in the maximum protected strategy. You are protected. You are protected from the fluctuations in the exchange rate because stablecoin is stable. Hence, you have stable coin words. You are also protected from the currency fluctuations from any external factors because you have insurance. You have insurance. So this is a very, very low risk situation and very interesting strategy. I'm also going to give you more details about that at different training events for this strategy. Now, what is energy? I've mentioned energy several times already. I was using this word. Energy is the first ever decentralized loyalty program. It has been developed and built to support growth of the price growth of WeFi coins, and also to provide incentives to our loyal users. Energy will enable us to launch sustainable price growth of WeFi coins. I mean, to be able to take part in our loyalty program, to be able to get energy, you need to have WeFi and to bring it into the system. I mean, to freeze it in the system. Lock it. What do I mean? For example, you know that you do not want to sell your WeFi. You believe in WeFi. You say that in several years, WeFi is going to give you like a huge upside. And this asset for you is the high priority for growth, for very high growth. So to be able to work for you, you make it work. This is farming. This is farming. And by doing farming, you are our loyal, member of our community. And you show the maximum loyalty. You show that you are willing to stay with WeFi for many, many years to come. And for us, it's a sign that we are ready to cut your fees down in half, like 50% discounts in fees. And we are gonna make less, of course, transaction-wise. We as a deal bank, we're going to make less money, of course. But since we are going to stimulate you, our loyal community who said, yes, I believe in WeFi, I'm going to lock my funds in WeFi, and for several years, and I'm freezing up. So it's been locked on the platform, and new people who will come in and who would like to get, let's say, 1.5% of the keys of the fees for their energy. They need energy. Where do they get energy? They have to mine WeFi, and WeFi is being mined over time. It takes time, right? So they are going to go and buy WeFi on the market, and they're going to put it into farming energy to be able to get energy, or they will buy energy from those who already have the energy. You know what I mean? So what I want to say right here, I want to place just the right emphasis for us to understand. What is the difference? The difference, if you could just discounts and bonuses using WeFi. No, many companies today on the cryptocurrency market, they are making a mistake. I believe it's a mistake. They're saying, use our utility tokens to be able to get certain discounts. What does it mean? It means that anybody, just anybody, who they do not care about WeFi, they don't care about anything, they have no idea what WeFi is. Let's say they want to get like a great card. They go to the market, they're buying WeFi, and simply give it away. They just spend it. They spend it into the market. And we give them discounts as they do so for them simply going and buying WeFi in the market. Is that loyalty? I don't think so. But if they go and if they buy a WeFi energy and they stake it or freeze it for a year, this is loyalty. They're saying, okay, WeFi, I agree to be with you at least for a year. This is loyalty, and for this loyalty, WeFi as a neobank is going to share commissions. I mean, cut your commissions, cut your fees, the lowest fees in the market. This is decentralization. This is actually this, I would say, very, very interesting and very promising approach innovative approach, which we are implementing right now. And this will enable us to increase the price of Wi-Fi to very, very high levels. And also increase the number of people who are going to be using our services, our banks. It's going to help with demand for energy. Where can you get energy? There is no energy without Wi-Fi. So to be able to get your energy, you need to have your Wi-Fi. And this is exactly the most important principle, friends, we have to understand. Wi-Fi is like gold. It's like gold. You can also pay with gold. You can pay for any goods or for any services, right? But energy is like miles, like payment miles. If you're a frequent flyer with airline, you know that they give you free miles. Do not mix up, do not confuse energy with token. Energy is not a token. It's internal unit of measuring your loyalty program participation. Energy is not a token. It doesn't come outside. It's not being listed. It's simply internal loyalty program. Our one and only token is Wi-Fi. And for the growth of Wi-Fi, we created energy so that energy motivates and prop up the growth of Wi-Fi. We have to understand it. So sustainable growth of Wi-Fi price. I mean, the less tokens will be in circulations, the closer we'll be to our goal of price of $10 per coin. We have to understand it. Again, I'll say it is not a financial advice. This is our goal where we are moving. But each and every one of you, you have to make your own research. Again, locking your Wi-Fi is basically the way you farm energy. You farm your energy and you get cool bonuses. And also there is an opportunity to sell your energy and to get USDT in exchange. Like if you have too much energy and you haven't used up all of your energy, you can sell it. Now, very briefly, how to get energy so that you would have the full picture after this presentation. But again, I will reiterate that in the future, in the next days and months, we're going to provide you the full schedule. We're going to have a separate training on energy. We're going to show you the product. So, how to get your energy? Number one, when buying ITO in neobank. Potentially, you have some coins, Wi-Fi coins, which you're mining. Now, why buying ITO in neobank is the most profitable way of getting energy? Because the system measures just how much you have mined of Wi-Fi tokens in day one, and it does, it builds assumptions for the next 365 days. That supposedly you'll be mining the same amount of Wi-Fi. And for this whole amount, it gives you like advance. It gives you energy for the whole year in advance. In addition to you being mining Wi-Fi, you get energy for the period, which you can sell right away within the system, because there are many people who would like to use it. Use it for their decreased commissions and fees, or you can use it for your own goals. The second way is locking Wi-Fi itself in the system. And it's very flexible. You can lock it for a day, for two, for a week. It's up to you. And also trading. Trading of this energy. You can buy energy from the internal P2P market and of course sell it into the P2P market. Now, let's talk about IDO strategy. IDO strategy by DealBank. This is what we're seeing right now, and it's going to be also introduced in the DealBank itself, as I said before. You'll be able to be a part of this strategy using different payment methods. As you can see them on the slide, they're totally different. But most importantly, again, we have great news, friends, wonderful news. We will permit in DealBank to pay your ITO participation by WeFi. That is, if you have WeFi, you will be able to be a part of this strategy in ITO to buy some new ITO using WeFi. And so you have like 100 Wi-Fis. With this 100 Wi-Fis, you buy ITO, and this ITO, so all in all, your ITO node becomes even bigger, and you're mining ever more Wi-Fi. But on top of that, you also get your energy, which is also very important to understand. Also, you can, without getting into the IDO, you can simply take your Wi-Fi and you can lock it. Lock it for any period of time, beginning with 1 day and up to infinity, just as much as you want. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. You can get your energy right away if you do not want to spend your Wi-Fi. If you want to spend your Wi-Fi right now, it is of course your right. You go and you sell your Wi-Fi at external exchanges. We're listed at 2 exchanges at the moment, and you can sell Wi-Fi at any point in time. Now, the third way, as I said, is buying your energy using P2P platform. If, for example, you do not have as much Wi-Fi as you would like to, you don't have as much energy, but you would like to spend it using very very good fees on the card. You need energy. You need either to buy Wi-Fi and to lock your Wi-Fi for a period of time and to get your energy, or you can buy ITO and to get your energy, or you can buy energy per se. It's up to you. It's up to you. It depends on how much you want to be involved. Another great news, as I've mentioned before, dear friends, we provide you with the opportunity for those who today, you know, they have certain Wi-Fi being mined and your Wi-Fi tokens are being vested right now, and it's been like 3 months. You have an opportunity in these 3 months for this even not vested Wi-Fi. You can buy new ITO, and so we're shortening vesting down to 3 months. That is, right now, using this Wi-Fi, you can buy a new ITO for yourself, which is like very, very cool offer at the moment. Also, for those people, I mean, for our whole community with us, for those who are with us and for those who have been mining from day one, or you plugged in later, but you've shown your loyalty and you trust us at the very first stage of the company development. When our tech was still being developed, it was not seen, but you stayed loyal and you've shown your loyalty. You've shown trust, which is the most important thing, because right now it's much easier to trust Wi-Fi because we have lots of confirmations and products and partnerships, what we have been doing. But also, to begin with, you need trust. We needed to earn your trust, and we did it. We've earned your trust, and you trusted us. And now your own mining or ITO, you've placed it for 1 year into stating for 2 years, haven't shown us your loyalty. And now we would like to show our loyalty to you. And we say that those people who have 2000 USDT and more, you have your node worth in staking, worth of a 1 year or 2 year of 2000 USDT and more, all of you are going to get your very first loyal users and members of our community All of you are going to get your first energy. When DioBank will be launched, you will be the first one to get your energy. Also, I want to say a couple of words about our physical infrastructure and products. This will be a mobile app, POS. It's a soft POS machine, as you can see on the slide, and also ATMs. You may have seen those ATMs in our office right now. We are being very proactive in doing all the legal aspects to build the network of the first ATMs, like a crypto ATMs and crypto machines here in Dubai to begin with. As I said before, it's going to be a showcase, there'll be a showroom. And also, I want to congratulate all of us together that the very first shipment of POS terminals is on the way to Dubai, and very soon we're going to get it. We're going to receive this shipment, and in the near future, we will also, the very first ever restaurants are going to accept cryptocurrencies in Dubai based on the gateways provided by WeFi. And also merchants will be able to install it in their POS terminals or do the soft terminal, which is basically a mobile app which is using just as a terminal. Well, well, guys and gals, and for all those who've been with us for quite a time, or the new ones, and if you're a newbie, we have great and very inspiring news. We launch our annual summit named Beyond Banking Summit. It's a first in history summit, which is going to take place on June 14th in Bangkok, Thailand. And where we will invite stars, I mean the global stars. And very soon we're going to give you updates about these global stars. You'll be simply dumbfounded of who is going to be joining us at this summit. We will also have stars of the crypto industry. It's going to be a super cool event, very interesting one. And you guys will be able to meet and mix up, talk to the project founders, WeFi founders, with a C-level in WeFi, and to be able to identify all the news, all the things which will be done in WeFi in the next year. This will be a starting point, and we want to make sure that this annual summit would always be held in the same time, on the same date, and that we want to plan our next years, we want to set goals for our new years, and we want to make it like a very traditional activity. And also it's very important for each of you, for those who understand that, okay, I'm going to be with WeFi, I'm going to be part of it, a part of this community. It's very important for you to be at this huge and grand event, because it's going to gather, our community, the community which is going to be promoting WeFi, making it a success, and which is going to be like promoting WeFi to make sure that WeFi achieves all the goals, and so that this would be the new and important chapter in history in the financial world. So you're all invited. You can use QR code. You can buy tickets right now. You can buy. We are going to be talking about this at the next presentations. We can involve very proactive people. We have some promos, and so you can fly like even for free. We have VIP packages where we are inviting very important people from our community, and covering all of their expenses and so on. So what I want to say is we are going to announce, we're going to do further announcements, and basically This is the kind of events that you cannot miss. Please do not miss it. And right now, within March, you can buy your ticket to this summit, which will give you access to this event. There'll be lunch, service, and coffee break for $145. And we also have to understand that the price is going to go up as time goes by. For those who are proactive, for those people who are influencers, we have key opinion leaders who have their own communities, and they are going to be part of promoting WeFi and promoting Summit with special promos. Like you can buy 10 tickets and get one ticket for free. When buying 100 tickets, you get 15 tickets free. And this is the offer. This is the offer we give today for all those who know and love to do promos and campaigns and ads for our products. And of course, I guess this is the most emotionally charged event, is that you have a chance to win your Ferrari. We are going to do the lottery draw for the real Ferrari. Why Ferrari? Because we believe that Ferrari, we really identify with all those principles and values held by the Ferrari company, because they are, I would say, the benchmark of reliability, of like old money, like posh money, the the kind of money which do not go anywhere but simply grow. And this is actually wealth. Ferrari is wealth. So somebody will be a lucky one. And even now in your web cabinets, in your personal cabinets, you can, within the ITO platform, you can buy your tickets. The price of the tickets is $10. You can buy endless number of tickets. The more tickets you have, of course, the higher is your chance to win a Ferrari. And you do not even have to be like, if you won't be able to make it. I mean, if you won't be able to fly into Thailand, of course, which is not a good news, I guess, for you and for us, because we are going to have like a huge and super interesting event, and all those who will make it over there, they'll get lots of news and lots of updates, and also some insider information which other people won't be able to get. But even if you will not be able to fly over and be a part of this Beyond Banking Summit, still you stand a chance to win your Ferrari. This is exactly this news which we want to carry across to you. And to make it available to all of our community, spread all over the world, so that each of you will be able to be a part of this symbol of wealth and victory. Ferrari is a symbol of wealth and well-being. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm seeing that we have spent an hour and a half with our presentation, and we are going to make, I guess, a separate. One of these days, we're going to have a separate session for AMA, and we're going to give you all the details that you may be asking us. And right now, probably I do not want to do AMA because I think an hour and a half would be lots of time to keep your attention and to give you like all the details, and hoping that you've enjoyed the presentation, and that you were making some notes. And today I've tried to give you, using a very simple language, to give you updates about those complex things. So we're going to simplify them, and this is our task and vision of WeFi. It's a huge mission. We want to give everyone a chance to be a part of those complicated things and start making money in very simple, understandable format. So now we are working daily to make this vision and mission a reality. We're seeing your support, and we value your support. Your support also gives us like a very, very big boost and motivation to improve whatever we do. Thank you. Thank you very much from the whole of WeFi team, from every co-founders and from all the C-level, from the whole team. Thank you so much. We are working for you. We're working to make this story big, and we'll see you. You guys have a great morning, day, or night, depending on where you are. Very soon, we're going to announce official schedule of all trainings, of all training events online that we're going to have, and wishing all of us Wi-Fi and bye bye, and have a great day. Thank you.